Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by today and participate in this conversation. I don't know if you are new here. If so, I am a matchmaker and a dating coach. So this relationship, this dating stuff is things that I talk about every day with clients and people that I am learning about and getting to know who would be possible matches for my clients. Date coaching is kind of part of the deal when you get me as a matchmaker. So these conversations are very interesting to me, and sometimes it's a great date. There's no red flags, no deal breakers, but how do you really know if he's the one? And that's what we're talking about today. I have 5 big clues that he is, in fact, the one. If this is interesting, stick around. That's what we're doing. I suppose I should start out by saying if he's one of these things and none of the others, that does not mean he's the one. If he is 2 of these and not the other 3, probably not the one. Up to you to kind of figure out what your priorities are, for sure up to you. And some of these, one of these may not be important to you at all. So have to find out, listen to all 5 and you'll know for sure. But the first way to know if he's the one is if he is complimentary. And if he is complimentary, to think about how does that make you feel? And I would think that maybe some of the ways you would feel if you have a man who is complimentary is you would feel appreciated. You would feel seen by him, that he truly is looking at you and seeing who you are. It makes you feel special. It allows you to feel that you can be yourself, because when you are yourself, he says positive things. So if you are being complimented, you are probably feeling in very many ways appreciated and able to be yourself. And that's a great start to a relationship. If he's a complimenter, he's saying positive things to you to build you up, good sign, he may be the one. The second clue that he may just be the one is that he is very thoughtful. And how do you feel when someone is very thoughtful? If someone is thoughtful, you feel taken care of. And that's always a great feeling. I'm not sure you can teach somebody to be thoughtful. Maybe you can by example, but I think if you get somebody who's already thoughtful and it's been a part of their nature and it's a quality they already possess, I think that's a really lucky situation to be in. Thoughtful is important to me because I'm a very thoughtful person. So if it is to you, you should watch for that quality, because thoughtful people will likely include you and have thoughts about you. Thoughtful isn't necessarily these little things like leaving you a note in your coffee cup every morning like my dad did for my mom, or setting out the toothpaste on your toothbrush before bed. Sometimes it is just going into the kitchen to get something to drink and yelling out, "Would you like something while I'm in here?" Sometimes it presents itself as just having good manners and opening doors for you. Whatever it is that makes you feel that someone has your best interests at heart, or at least in their mind, in the moments that you're together, and it makes you feel taken care of in some way, I think that's very powerful. I think that is something that you can probably gauge pretty early on after meeting somebody, whether they do little extra things to show that they're thinking of you. So number 2 is someone who's thoughtful. The third clue that this fella might be the one is that he is like family. And that means a multitude of things to me. But how does it make you feel? It makes you feel like you have a very special connection with this person, perhaps like you've known them a long time. It gives you a nice feeling of comfort and perhaps being able to let your guard down with this person. But it's also very literal in the way that I mean it, which is this is somebody who fits in well with the people who are important in your life, be it your family or your friend group that is a family to you. But these people should see all the things in this person, obviously, that, and by obviously I mean they should be obvious to them. These things that you see. I think having people who are in your corner and having your family be supportive of this partner, sometimes they see things that we don't. So if he feels like family, that means he would meld with these people, that he will be able to easily fit into your inner circle if you include him in your life more and more, and if he is the one. So feeling like he is sort of family and then he gets along with your family, you're definitely on the right track. And that's only if he is open to introducing you to his friends and family. If you're seeing somebody for a while and they are not making that move to include you in other parts of their life and introduce you to his friends or his family, or the holidays just passed. If you'd been dating for 6 months and you didn't meet his family this holiday season, or have a little get together with a friend or two of his, you might want to think hard about whether this is the one. Because if you've been seeing each other for a while and he feels like you're maybe the one and you feel like family to him, why wouldn't he want to include you in his close group? So that's my number 3, that he's like family. He makes you feel super comfortable and easy to be around, and he gets along easily with the other people in your life. The 4th clue that he may be the one is that he is supportive of you, of things that you do, things that you say, things that you aspire to do. And how does this make you feel? It makes you feel that independent of him, you are something special, and that you have someone who's on your team and wants you to be your best self, and will be a cheerleader for you, and will help spur you on, and who will pick you up when you need picking up or you need to be motivated. You've got a partner who is willing to join with you and push you in the direction that you've said you want to go on days you don't want to, and will make you feel you're doing a great job, and will make you feel special and able and skilled in all the things that you do. And he's just a part of your team. He's your support system. And I think that's a great thing to have in a partner. Do you? And number 5 on my list is that he is fair, healthy, and rational. And these are all big ones here. I don't know that we automatically pick up on somebody being fair, healthy, and rational, but I think we certainly pick up on the fact that they're not being those things. So fair, he fights fair. If you disagree, he is a fair-minded person. He does not fight dirty. He does not pick on you in a way that, because he knows you well, can take advantage of that and bring up things from the past that he know will hurt you or put you on the defensive. So he is just a fair person. Being fair is also allowing you your turn to speak in disagreements. He's not running over everything you say. He is open-minded to hearing 2 sides of a story. That's a person who is fair. Healthy, his coping mechanisms, the way he communicates are healthy. They aren't the things that we've seen in dysfunctional relationships where somebody is bossy or domineering or passive aggressive. He seems to have healthy coping mechanisms. If you say something, he doesn't take it in the wrong way and become wounded. There are just so many ways that someone could show you that they are a healthy communicator and a healthy person in a relationship, and that they've done their work and have a good idea of what goes into a relationship and can do that in a healthy way. That's important. And I think rational comes in here too, with communication as well, and being able to get over differences of opinions. Somebody who's rational. These are all so closely tied together for me in my mind, so I think my examples are kind of overlapping. But I think a person who is rational isn't taking things out of left field and bringing them into the conversation. Or I think I gave the example before of someone bringing up things from the past. And sometimes I've had people in my life who will bring up something from 2 years ago that they're still harboring. We know that's not healthy. We know that's probably not fair, but it's definitely also not rational. It's like, why are we still talking about that? We've moved on from that. So this isn't a part of this conversation. You know, we're talking about my family now, and you're bringing up something about money. So, or whatever the different confrontations you've had before where you've had to negotiate. But somebody who's a fair negotiator comes from a place of a healthy mindset where they're see you as a fair and equal partner, that they know that they're going to put in the work and try to always build each other up and be supportive and be all these things. Those things are so closely tied together. So try to keep your eyes open for somebody who is mentally healthy in those ways, is fair, and is rational. And if he is those things, along with, let me go back, recap here, complimentary, thoughtful, feels like family, and also supportive of you, I think you are well on your way to having a person there for you who would be a good partner. I'm sure there are other things on your list. These are the 5 that I think are super important in navigating at least the early stages of a relationship, and probably indicative of long-term success as well. If you have some others you'd like to add to this list, I would love to read them in my comment section, so please feel free to do that. And if I get a bunch of them and they're just stuck in my comment section, I'll make another episode here and share those as well. So if you have a list you want to share in my comment section, go ahead and do that for sure. I appreciate you being here today and giving me your time. I always do appreciate that. I know there are a lot of other things you could be doing. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit that ring bell button so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. That would be great. That means we'll see each other again. And until that next time, thank you again and have a good one.